your way next on EA Sports.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And out come the Lions for their first drive behind their 9th-year quarterback in year number 4 with Detroit. It's Jared Goff.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Holding offense.
That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. But Charles, we see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played, when dinosaurs roamed the earth, you didn't hear next man up. You heard, oh, no, we've got to put in Davis.
Goff to St. Brown for the Detroit first down. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Throw left side complete. That's Montgomery. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there. Now Goff. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Here's Goff. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Again, Goff. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Goff. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. The Colts heading out for the first time behind their 22-year-old quarterback in his second season now in the NFL, Anthony Richardson.
And we're talking about an uber-talented young quarterback, finally healthy after suffering a setback a season ago. Obviously, you'd love to have him on the field, but the time away may have been a blessing in disguise in terms of long-term development. And if you ask anyone around the Indianapolis camp, make no mistake about it, they have lofty expectations of this young man, and he is a big, big player in the Colts' future.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Credit Zadarius Smith, able to get through and make that tackle for a loss. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. From the shotgun, Richardson. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Richardson to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Colts had 5 and 6 to start play, and they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Richardson looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 14. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Off the option, here's Taylor. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more on that one and another first down. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Anthony Richardson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Colts respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was Anthony Richardson who took it into the end zone to finish things off. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Lions offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. We show you the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns. And you can see where he's right up there amongst the league's best at finding the end zone. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number one in their conference.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. A shotgun snap for Goff. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. In motion goes the tight end. Goff. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Complete to right. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
First carry now for David Montgomery. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. Back to throw, Goff. That's complete, right around the 8. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 7. Play action. Now Richardson lets one go downfield for Pierce. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce, 65 yards. And the Colts are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, That meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Lions offense and receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown set to go once more. And he's been a consistent force offensively all season. Currently ranked amongst the best in the NFL in terms of receiving touchdowns. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Gibbs straight ahead. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
And his throw is incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You know, in boxing, they throw in the towel. In this case, you just got to wave the white flag, and you think to yourself, if he can just get past that initial wave, he's got a chance to get free. But that screen, it was going nowhere from the start. It forces a 4th down.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. So here are the Colts to take over. They were winners over the Jets a week ago, and they are in the driver's seat right now as well. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. That's complete to Pierce. And he's got a first down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 10 more there and another first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Back to the air with Richardson. The toss here completed to Pittman. And Pittman going to have a Colts first down as he'll be brought down at the 27. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 2nd down and 3. Richardson looking to throw this. This pass left side to Downs. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Now it's Richardson. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. The final shot before break here. Goff. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman.
On which side could play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Colts going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, so much for that possession.
Yeah, I think he tried to do a little too much there, partner. He tried to keep it himself. End up getting buried in the backfield, and that brings up 4th down.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Well, they've got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the first down marker.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Goff now looking to throw. And it's a safety. Goff got buried in the end zone. He couldn't get rid of it.
That's exactly what they were aiming for defensively. A huge early play that cuts off any opposing momentum at the knees. As soon as that snap was made, they were flying to the ball and through the line. Great call from the coaching staff and even better execution.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. This is taken around the 12. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Richardson working from the gun. Pierce has it knocked loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So potentially a turning point here in the third quarter as that swings the door. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Richardson off the play fake. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now Richardson back to throw it. Throw left side taken in by Pittman. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Richardson. And he's got Pierce. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. On the option to give to Taylor here. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. The ball on the 8 still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. Off the option, here's Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Richardson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Mo Alley-Cox from 8 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Richardson will throw for it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Hand off now to Gibbs. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Here's Goff, finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. 7 yards there and a first down. On the give, here's Gibbs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Tackle made by Zaire Franklin. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 7. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Gibbs will try and pick it up. Muscles him off. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Goff. Over the middle and taken in by Laporta. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. In motion left comes Williams. And they'll run it with Gibbs. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Goff. There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to cut into that deficit. Point after, right down the middle, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Richardson looking to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. On the option to give to Taylor here. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Goff in this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Goff. That's complete to Laporta. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Goff now to throw. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2nd and 11 at the 41. Again, Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patrick. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Now Goff. Over the middle, complete. It's Gibbs. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Now it's Goff. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Goff. His throw incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Goff now looks to throw.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down.
And in for the Lions, touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Goff. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. So still a little work to do here, but they got the much-needed conversion.
So they got that taken care of. Now you would assume onside kick in order to try and get the ball back again, in order to try and kick at least a tying field goal.
Illegal touching. Offense.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
So here's Goff and the Lions.
Down by a field goal, a little under 30 seconds remaining. Their long win streak in great peril as they come up 1st and 10. Now Goff.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Goff now to throw.
St. Brown on the catch.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down.
Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And it's off the left upright. Oh, my goodness. Heartache. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
We so often think of these kickers as automatic at any distance, and it's just not the case because when you start talking about 50-plus yards, that's still a tough one to connect on. This one ends up no good, and that should put to rest any chance of this game getting to overtime.
Smash! Alert!
Down to a knee goes Richardson, and that should finish off this victory.
Come on. Hey.
So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level from both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business, though. They were high-flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did, and just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides.
So for the Colts, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they go down to defeat for just the second time in 11 games so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears.